We're going to continue with your phone calls throughout the entire broadcast today. We've got our weekly visit with Bob Chapman coming up on the financial markets and where that's going, and the fact that the Wall Street Journal, MSNBC, are saying total collapse next year. So it's gone from them saying the economy is getting better to more and more mainline analysts saying total collapse. Now, I wanted to get Gary Franchi up because he's a great guy, and he's just doing so much important work. And we're also today launching, I procrastinated a bit because we've been busy, but we've now uploaded it in the highest quality, Camp FEMA, now available online at prisonplanet.tv for prisonplanet.tv members. We're also simulcasting the radio show right now at prisonplanet.tv. But I also suggest you buy the hard copy, in fact, let me grab it, of the film and support the filmmakers, Gary Franchi and William Lewis, with Don't Tread on Me, Rise of the Republic, featuring Cynthia Davis, Charles Key, Richard Mack, Alex Jones, Michael Bagneric, Edwin Vieira, and many others. This is about taking our country back. The 9th Amendment, the 10th Amendment, getting good sheriffs elected, getting good legislatures elected. And then if Obama and FEMA say for 40-something days the states aren't allowed to build their own berms or block the oil till it's too late, if the states knew their rights, and if we had patriots at the state level, they'd... I mean, look, it's pathetic to see Jindal and others saying we're not allowed to fix it. Since when are you waiting for the feds? I mean, do you call the feds to clean the snow off your roof if you live in, say, Chicago or Detroit or New York? Government, come clean the snow off my roof so it doesn't cave in. Come right away. Will you please come right now? I mean, this is so elementary. This is so simple. The film covers that, and it's about solutions. And I want to go to calls with Franchi for everybody that's holding quickly with a quick comment, quick question from people. I'm going to move fast. But he's having a national viewing nationwide of Don't Tread on Me. Again, you can watch it in high quality at prisonplanet.tv. And now their last film, Camp FEMA, documenting the FEMA camps, that's gone up today, now available. You can watch it online at prisonplanet.tv. But it is important to buy the hard copies so we can fund these operations, so we can make future films. Whether it's Invisible Empire or Police State 4, The Rise of FEMA, or Don't Tread on Me, they're all available on DVD at Infowars.com. But Gary, very exciting to have you joining us from Chicago via video Skype. Tell us about this press release, this national event you're asking Info Warriors to get involved in, and I certainly hope they do, because every act of resistance is victory, and this film is key in reigniting the understanding of the 10th Amendment. But first off, what do you think of the states saying we're not allowed to clean up the oil? We have to wait from Obama to tell us we can.
Alex, I just want to say thanks for having me on the show. And as far as what you're talking about, the states waiting for the federal government to come in, that's absolutely ridiculous. You know, the states did not wait, to start the Revolutionary War. They came together and they forged a document. They stood on that document, and then they won a war. So you cannot sit around and wait for mommy and daddy to come over and wash your hands, after you've fallen on the playground. You gotta dust off the dirt, and you gotta keep running. And that's the beauty of America. We take a few punches and we keep rolling. Why wait for big government to come in and clean up the mess? It's absolutely ridiculous. And the states need to pick up the ball. And look, they need to call in their local militias if they have local militias. I mean, that's what this film is also about. They need to call them in and start cleaning up the mess.
That's right. If we had a militia like we were supposed to and not some dirty word, the sheriff would say, okay, all the men that are in the militia under federal and state law, get out here and help us deal with that. But the feds have the opposite. They have a federalized federal police force militia that doesn't work, that's overcost, that doesn't know the local terrain, and that comes in every time there's a crisis and uses it to expand control. They do not want us being self-sufficient at the local level, and that's why they hate the constitutional militia.
Well, plus they have all of our soldiers overseas.
That's a good point.
What's
your take on the oil spill overall?
Well, I think it's disgusting. British Petroleum, I believe we fought a revolutionary war against Britain. Now we're going ahead and buying all of our oil from them, and they're destroying the Gulf Coast. I think it's despicable. I think, the BP CEO, sold out a bunch of his shares beforehand. Did he know? I don't know. Apparently their safety record is very substandard. So these guys are reckless, and they need to be held accountable, and the states need to step up to clean up, not wait for the feds. Don't wait for Obama. Come on.
But Obama made the grass grow. He made the sun come out today. Are you denying that, Gary? Are you with Al-Qaeda? Is that sacrilege? You've got to kneel to Pope Hussein the 10th.
Well, I actually have a constitution under my bed, too, so watch out.
Oh, well, you've seen Abby Newman in Road to Tyranny. When the police pull her over and she's got a pocket constitution, they're literally holding it like it's a dead rat or something, and they're scared of it.
Yeah, it was a great film. Great film.
Now, Gary, tell folks about how they can be a big part of reigniting the 10th Amendment, because if we reignite the 10th Amendment, it's bye-bye New World Order.
Well, the way the founders set up this country was to have all these sovereign states work in concert in a federal structure. So the states remained sovereign, and they sent their representatives who represented the people to do the people's work in D.C. Now the representatives are doing their own bidding. They're working for themselves. They're working for their party politics and their corrupt, special interests. So what we're doing now by reigniting the 10th Amendment, reigniting the Second Amendment, reigniting the constitutional militia is with this film. And what I really am so excited to report, Alex, is that we have 192 cities in 42 states who have actually signed up to have screenings. There are over 106 screenings going to take place nationwide on June 26th, all across the country, on or around June 26th. I know there's going to be one in Houston at the Alamo Draft House. The guys down there have over 106 people signed up on their Facebook page to have that screening. People are renting libraries, theaters. They're doing it in their churches.
And again, when this is over, America won't be saved, but we'll be on that 1,000-mile journey, another 5-6 miles on the way. And look at how Lindsey Graham has now come out against the global warming tax because he was outed, that the fact that he's being blackmailed. Look at how they're now, Bilderberg is admitting internally that their whole system's in trouble. Right as they attain their world government, we see cracks all in the facade. And the bottom line is we can defeat these people if we understand that it's all about little actions. Millions of little actions build up. It's death by a million cuts. And every one of us may be like a mosquito to the New World Order, but we come over and bite the New World Order. We come over and sting the New World Order like a little bee. One bee stings you, you don't die, but 100 bees sting you, most people will die.
You're talking about going down that road, that 1,000-mile road, and we're going in 5-mile increments. Ed Griffin did a great work, and something he always references is, you cannot turn a cruise ship around mid route. It takes a long time to turn that cruise ship around, and we are in the process of shifting that rudder to bring us back to the constitutional foundation this country was founded upon. Because of your show, because of your viewers, because of the supporters out there who are signing up to have screenings of this film.
Absolutely, and what we don't need is people always whining. Every time we have a victory, I see the comments, most of them federally paid for, and that's come out in the news, going, there's no way to win. This is pathetic. This guy's a Fed. That guy's a Fed. Just trying to get us all infighting. We need to just ignore those people and preach the Bill of Rights, the Constitution, the Second Amendment, expose the central banks, expose the New World Order. So as things get worse, people know who to blame, and they know the way out of this. We've got to expose the criminals, but also lay out the alternative and have a national debate about it. And I'm telling you, the globalists already, because they're intelligent, they've done the studies, they're already acting like losers. They're buying armored compounds. They're moving out of the Western world. They're digging in. And now their policy is to just completely wreck us, where we're so wrecked and so poor, we're too busy trying to survive to bring them to justice. Well, I got news for them. We're going to take that attack like in a judo move, and we're going to throw them literally in a backflip that's going to break their political back. We are going to annihilate them, and it is the political understanding of this that is unstoppable. It is unstoppable. So I commend you, Gary. Give folks the website so they can find out more about hosting a screening. And again, folks, once you have a screening, say, hey, let's organize another one in a month of Invisible Empire, New Order Defined. Or let's organize another one in another month of Camp FEMA, or Police State 4, The Rise of FEMA, or of Endgame, or of Terror Storm. And it is building this community. It is bringing other people in to join together. And then after the meeting, after 200 people come to a movie, or 50 or 10 to your local library, it doesn't matter. 2 people together can change a whole town if they take action over time and say, now let's go to city council. Let's form an anti-fluoride group here. Let's go read every week in Citizens Communications government documents about fluoride causing brain damage and sterility.